All right. Hey, this is your lesson for today for Wednesday. It is February 4th today, February 4th. This is your lesson about solving two-step equations. We're going to start with a warm-up, so I'm going to get out of your way. I'm going to pause the video, go ahead and answer these 4 questions, and then I'll go over them. All right. So right here on this first question, you should divide by -3 on both sides. Okay, you should be checking your work, please, to see if you are, make sure you understand that that -3 is right next to the x, so you should divide. Okay, now right here, we should get rid of this 15 by doing -15 on both sides. Okay, that's going to get me -27 equals -9y. Move that up a little bit here. Then we should divide by -9 on both sides. A negative over a negative is a positive. So I get y equals 3. Okay, y equals 3. All right. Now, number 3. We should start by adding 12 on both sides. Okay. Get m over 5 equals 10. Multiply by 5 on both sides, and you get m equals 50. Okay. Right here, I'm going to do it the fastest way. You should multiply by -7 on both sides. Okay? Negative and a negative make a positive. The 7's cancel. 9 times -7 is -63. All right? If you're still confused about this stuff, what you should do right now is you should make sure you have this written down in your notes. Okay? So this was the warm-up for the day. Make sure you have that in your notes if you're still confused about any of these steps. All right, so let's jump right into it. We are solving We're solving equations. My fault. What I said earlier was incorrect. I apologize. With variables on both sides. Okay, what I want you to do is make a line just like that on your paper. Okay, so here's the title. Make a line down just like this. Okay, we're going to write this example down. We're going to solve for x. Okay, solving for x. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take -3x plus 12 equals 4x minus 37. Okay? Now, right over here, on this side of your notes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down some goals for this problem. Okay? 1. First goal is to get all variable terms on one side. Okay? So our goal is to get all variable terms on one side. Now, second goal is to move all constants to the other side. Okay, so we want to get all the variable terms on one side, move all the constants to the other side. I'm going to do this part in red, this part in blue. Now, When I'm looking at this question right here, I'm noticing that I have negative 3x's on the left, and I have positive 4x's on the right. Okay? So since I'm looking at this left and right side here, I really want to get rid of these negative 3x's. So I'm going to add 3x's to negative 3x's. The reason that I'm going to do that is because that's going to cancel the negative 3x's on the left. And since we're solving an equation, what you do on one side, you also have to do on the other. So I will add 3x on this side. Okay? So now, these canceled, so I have 12 equals 7x minus 37. Okay, and now we just solve it like normal. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to add 37 to both sides. That's my blue step. I want to move all the constants to the other side. I know that my x's are on the right, so I need to get rid of negative 37. These cancel. I get 49 equals 7x. Divide by 7. And I get x equals 7. All right, so I'm going to give you one or two to try right now, and go ahead and try them on your own on your Edpuzzle. Okay. One example that you might see that might confuse you is if you have, I want you to solve for y, for example. Something that might confuse you, it shouldn't confuse you, but it might, is if you have 3y plus 7 minus 5y equals 18 plus 2y. Whoops. This is supposed to be an 8. My bad. It's supposed to be an 8. Yeah, like this. Okay? Now, if you get something like this, you should just follow the same rules that we did on the last time. Okay, so 1, I want to move all variables to one side. Okay, I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to add 5y to both sides so that I can cancel negative 5y. Then I have 3y plus 8 equals 18 plus 7y. Okay? Now if you're looking at this question right here, we still are not done with the red because we have 3 y's on the left and 7 y's on the right. I always try to get rid of the variables that have the least amount on one of the sides. So I can get rid of 3 y's by doing minus 3 y's. If you notice up here, the least amount of variables was the negative 5y, because negative 5 is the smallest number. Negatives are always smaller than positives. I try to get rid of those smaller numbers first, keeping everything positive. Those cancel. 8 equals 18 plus 4y. Subtract by 18. Okay, why did I just change the color? Why did I just change the color to blue? Because now I'm moving all my constants. Constants are numbers with no letter attached to them. So constants are a term that have no letter attached to them. So right now I'm moving all the constants to the other side. Right? Gives me negative 10 equals, these cancel because they're opposites, 4y. Now here's where people might get confused. Right here you need to divide by 4. Okay? And you get y equals -5/2. Okay. How did I get 5/2? Well, I took 10/4 and divided by 2 on the top and on the bottom. Okay, there's a video about simplifying fractions. You can look up that video on your own time. But I simplified the fraction 10/4. And this is my answer. Right? Check the time real quick. Alright. That's going to wrap up this video. There might be another video. If not, get the worksheet from the sub and start working on that worksheet.